Welcome to DevGrid and to this thing I call Timeboxed, and today it's going to be called Timeboxed Quartz Scheduler for .NET. My name is Fredrik Larsson, and I am a senior .NET developer, and I'm also running Delphi, Oracle, SQL Server experience. So I've been working as a developer for quite some time. I did my first coding in around 1996. This is the second episode of the DevGrid videos, and this is actually my third attempt on running this Timeboxed session. I'm gonna explain why. Because first time I got caught up in the middle with lacking nuget packages and so on, and my second run through, which ran for 20 minutes, where I realized that I had this turned on so that my microphone was muted for 20 minutes, and then the battery went off, and I realized that I've been recording for 20 minutes without sound. Stupid. So I have a lot of experience on Quartz.net now, and my general idea for having these time-boxed sessions was to start at a clean slate with like zero experience. I wanted to bring that into like not having, I mean, coming with something new from the beginning, see if it's worth it. I will always typically have try to look into the package first, see that, I mean, there's also an initial due diligence, so to say, to see if it's a lot of users and so on. And Quartz isn't the original scheduling packages that you've been using. I've been using another one, forgot what it's called. It's actually up there in this other project. It was called Fluent Scheduler. Maybe it's up to date again, but I went for a few months ago. I think they gave it up. So I decided to look into Quartz, and it looks initially I thought Quartz was a bit too overwhelming. There was like, you need to configure this, do this and that. Especially, I will mention it later on. But then I decided to give it a go, and then from that moment on, I've now decided to continue working with Quartz and try to migrate whatever I have and use it for new projects. This cable is a bit annoying, so I hope it doesn't affect the sound too much. I'm also looking behind you because there is the actual record screen, so I have 3 screens. This is my main screen up here. I have behind there is a screen for recording the OBS Studio, and there on the right I have a small notepad screen, or what to say, with notes. And next plan is probably to get a bigger screen so I don't have to run my head all over, and also some coffee to keep me up, because this was going to be I was going to be completed a bit sooner. But anyway, So I'm doing so this third run through will hopefully be the final one. Not sure if I mentioned this session. I expect them to be 60 minutes tops. Hopefully, somewhere in between 30 and 45 minutes, and that will give the consensus if an if a package is good enough, if you're getting up and running fast or not. I hope I have some other ideas where I should play around and give it a go, see if it's worth it, and if I can implement them in my either because I I'm doing a bit of two things. I'm working as a consultant subcontractor for different enterprises where we use more what's called enterprise ready packages and stuff. And then I'm also doing some of my own software. I've done for like this one for 25 years, so I have both a wide spectrum where I can use it, and I think this quartz will probably be something I can use in both fashions. But let's dig in. I've been mumbling for 6 minutes and nagging about that. I forgot to record the sound, but the sound looks that there is someone somewhere. So each of these things you want to execute is a job. Quartz is having an interface called iJob, and since I have a hello job already created, I will create a new one just for the fun of it. And this one, I will actually have this call because this will have cleanup job or cleanup. Yeah, that would probably be the working thing of it. And this is the default. I implement the iJob interface. That's and I create. Then it creates the execute. I also like to remove any unused packages or files. So for you need to return task completed. Outline. This won't be. And I also noticed that now I haven't really implemented time logging, so I will just cleaning my windows. I don't know. I'm trying to be funny here. Again, am I missing something? Probably not. No? Yeah, it's in program. Cleaning my windows. So we're just gonna run this, and I will look into the other things that I started on earlier. And here I did. Let me see. I'm gonna, because this is where I left off in the previous session. Just gonna run through it because I'm quite fast. Here, this project is going to be run as a Windows service because I'm dividing this my hotel voice system that I've been started developing it in '99 or something like that, and now I'm moving towards .NET and C# for most of my applications, and this was originally in Delphi, and I will try to separate them, not in microservice fashion, but just like plain services. Yeah. So here so this is a typical startup. We're add quartz. We want this one hosted server. There is a thing called wait for jobs to complete, and that will mean that if you have, let's say in my cleanup job situation, if you have, let's say, started a running of emptying data from tables, you will probably want that to just run through. It might be a lengthier operation, but if you press stop on service, it should just run through the job and then close the connection. And this wait for jobs to complete do that. Otherwise, if we had it false, it would probably just halt the execution, and you could, if you don't have proper transaction handling, have some kind of limbo mode. So I would use this one. And this is what I originally didn't like about the original quartz, is that you need to do some configuration and so on. So it's not. I think it was more of a work to just get up and running, because I think the older package was just like very fast. I have since discovered that this can be easier, and that there are also add-on packages, so you can just create the jobs and then run these as what's it called? Just configure them by code, and that is the thing I'm also interested in. So I did a copy paste here. So now I'm gonna have so it's gonna be cleanup job. And since I am this is more or less clean slate, there might be smarter ways to do this. I do not know, and that is probably something you also discover as you go along. And I think the add-on interface which I'm working on will probably be one of those. There might be also another one of these ones in code that you could do, create several jobs in a, because I think you could create these. I mean, for the job you could add several triggers for the same job, and I will create this at every 3rd second. Right. So, and now we will just, I'm not sure, we can run it, see what happens. We're 13 minutes into coding, so that's hello job, did the while thing, cleaning my windows, then the while thing, cleaning my windows, probably cleaning windows again, yeah, and then while thing. And then there's interlapse. So these are both running, doing their thing, which is good. I probably want to have for future Timeboxed, I will probably have a better nlog console or something that I can use for these testing. But I'm quite new at this. So this is how far I got in about 20 minutes last time. Actually, I did some more thing. Additional also thought of the idea that instead of having everything implemented in the job class, I would break out these and create the separate worker class, since I had the experience that the previous scheduling package got removed, no, yeah, became obsolete, or more or less. I decided it was not good enough to continue on. And if I would have broken out I'm not sure, maybe no, I haven't done that. I would probably just implement the same thing but with a different interface, and then you can just like create new hello job workers. So I actually just moved the code from hello job to hello job worker. Maybe it should just be hello worker. Or maybe hello job worker, I don't know. I keep changing naming standards. But we're not going to do this for this situation. So, secondly, and what I didn't do this time is that I ran through the install packages, and yeah, the first run I had was that I had some issue with the hosting and the IOC packages. They are all upgraded now. You will have, if you have some pipeline run, you can have a check on if the packages are good to be released, or if they're old and you need to upgrade. You can have the pull request fails, but that would typically be in an enterprise scenario, and for my kind of job, I don't care about that one. For no, well, for this kind of software that I'm doing myself, I'm more or less making sure that they are up to date as much as I can. For Quartz, I added the dependency injection and the hosting parts. Then I found this, I don't know, Silkier Quartz, and that is an add-on to Quartz that will create a front end for you. So that was the thing I was doing the last time when I discovered that my microphone was muted. So install the packer Silkier Quartz, and so I'm now back on uncharted territory. I'm 17 minutes into the coding effort, and there we have web builder. So they want me to use a startup file. So we have startup, and I would just what is this scheduler? I do love that. Okay, web builder. So we go back to that web builder. Sorry for humming. Web builder dot use startup, and then I will implement this startup class. So that one, okay. And scheduler is not null here. So I do like that this is the sample code for let me just try to rebuild the software and see what. So I do love this. And we're just gonna run startup. Is this something that is add Silkier Core? I do not know what this is for. This might be some add silky core. So this might actually be an old an old use silkier quartz. So I do love this. So on the sorry for this. So on the very first page, they do have this code, but as you see, it doesn't work. I have no idea what it's going to do. Just say, and it doesn't look like. Use silkier quartz. Okay, so this is why why add silkier quartz. Here we go. And this is so the actual samples they have on the GitHub is the let me see, is more correct. And I am sorry for humming. This is my way of coming through options. There you go. So this is the part of options, right? No? Yes? Sorry for that. It's nice that they have I do not know what that is. Upsetting. Okay, so this one I have built so oh shit. I do not know what they're doing, and I do not know. I am so sorry for this. Okay, so here you have in services. We can just add quartz job. Hello job single. I will add my console job here. Job. So this will be So you have to forgive me about this um, uh, shitty issues. And this is, I mean, this is also typically what will happen if you are a first time you're starting with something. The documentation might be faulty, will be faulty, and there's nothing you can do about this. So I will. Well, yeah. There's, of course, you can. Okay, so they're doing. I thought this would be simple. I thought this would be simple. I do not know why I thought it would be simple, because obviously there is obvious there is um, there's nothing that's trivial. So now I'm basically just running through the app project, and I just want to be able to get it up and running. And I do think that they should have simpler I do really like that you can, let's say that there are different levels, so you can just this is, I can get up and running like 10 minutes or something like that. Have the basis. That was, sorry, what I liked about Fluent Schedule. It was really simple, and this is more or less a more advanced scenario. I think that they should have okay, they have a lot of yeah. I'm just gonna copy whatever and then I clean up. Probably, is that the right level? This is the startup. Am I still in the startup now? Startup. Region. What's it? 1, 2. For some reason, this headset doesn't work if I only speak. It just won't have sound as well. Great, sorry for that. Hopefully I got the sound this time, otherwise I'm so tired. Skip the region and region. I will just is oh, that one is thank you. How to compatible all code scheduler jobs. So we will just, so this one is there's a crown run at 5 minutes. Okay, but this one I think, so this one is, so now I'm probably just messing both up, because I already, so this is their program, it's much more simpler than mine. Configure Silkwood Quartz host. So what I'm thinking now is that with these things I will break compatibility, and that is of course nice. I'll build around a sink. What do they have? I am not sure where I am. I imagine that if I cancel these ones out, job builder. So yeah, this is what the so I'll leave that out. And this one I don't really need. Wish me luck. I'm 30 minutes in. I wouldn't be nice. Yeah, it doesn't work with. Okay. Add quartz. So maybe I shouldn't use these ones either. I do not know. This one is. I probably need to. Okay, so this is what you mix different breeds of apples. We'll probably just do like this. And this will. So. Sorry. For then we will have. So start up. Okay, so food. Oh, that's not available. Okay, let's go back to this one. I'm having this. Okay. Yeah. So I do not know where we're going. Okay, let me see if that's the issue. Multiple configure is not supported. Where is that? Aha. Oh, sorry about that. So it was me. Or yeah. Localhost 5000. Let me see. Okay, so there's nothing there. So, okay, stop. But I'm actually, so the schedule is running. It have been created with every trigger builder. Which one is this? Hello job. So that's a lot. Okay, so here also this one resolved the issue I had earlier, because then you could. Okay, here's this cron schedule as one. I will fix. So I do not need to have all the other stuff that I dislike this package for. And this one won't be run. So now we will just run every 5 seconds. And this will be console job. And then I can hello job, we do a console job. And that would be every 10 seconds. So now we at least have data, but this is not the. So I'm back in where I were like 10 minutes ago. I'm 36 minutes in. I have 25 minutes to go before shutting down. So yes. Hello world. Let me see. Oh, this one. Yeah, this was. Sorry about that one. I was actually thinking I had hello job and then cleanup job. So I thought this would be cleanup jobs. I actually have 3 jobs now. So that is kind of nice. So I mean, it's very easy to get started and have them running. Okay, let me see here. Use that one I don't care about. The word root was not found. Okay, so what I'm actually think I'm missing is the. Do it add those manually? So we had low job, how to do a white thing. And then I'm going to have the. What was the other one called? Cleanup job. Maybe cleanup job have the same name. Clean my windows. That's interesting. So the cleanup job should work. That I don't know. For some reason. Oh, is it only the last one that got? It's only the last one that got. That's interesting. So something is. So cancel hello job. It would probably be cleanup job, cleaning windows. No. No, it's only hello world. Yeah, okay. Let me see here. Okay, anyway, yeah, time is running out here. I am 40 minutes into this. I need to rush. Uh, let's see, app config. Uh, Silky Quartz, recent history. So this is so currently I'm looking into the actual sample project, and they have like a demo scheduler. So now I'm not sure about this anymore. And here is where I typically would decide to break out or not. And this one question is if I might actually think now I don't really know what package I should get because the code isn't really obvious. It is okay, here we go. That's true. That's the one. um, yeah. So I think this was too ambitious for me. It is running a local host, but I do. Uh, I'm not sure. Um, I'm not sure about. I will probably break out silk quartz to a different session and just give it because this is like running out of time. Know how to quit. So I think I will not continue anymore for today. Uh, there will be probably more focus session that will probably be much more what's it called? Can remove this. Much more streamlined. And all in all, I think it went pretty well. Um, there are a few different ways to configure quartz. I will think that as you can probably shut off now. Turn off if you don't want to see the rest of it. I did remove that one. I'll see if that one breaks, if it's still continue, because otherwise we will have quartz in a decent state. I think okay, so yeah, since I did remove these one, they had the tendency to break. I will I will need to add those again. Interesting, because then it becomes a different application. Should you have this web queue inside the job service or not? Well, probably, because you need to monitor it. But I will put that effort into an new session and look into Silkier hosting. But reverting it all, let's say, instead of where is this startup, right? Then you cancel that one, and if you go back to this one, because I did Control C, maybe this is the way to go. Control V. Don't you just love having everything in code? Now, of course, this will be going back to the original code that we started. Okay, so now we are okay. This one, Control KD. This one I want to not use. So this one I will use. I will use the scheduler. So that would go back to the back to the original code. I will do still 50 minutes in. I will do a time box session with the core. What was it called? This one breaks. Why does it break? Because it doesn't run the schedule. It should run the added here somewhere. Builder run async. Do the wild thing. Yes, wild thing every 4 seconds, 5 seconds. I will see if I can get that system. I will give it another time box, like 30 minutes or something. I will also try to at least run the sample codes, cause if they break, then maybe it's, yeah, then they have just like nice marketing. But for now, or is something wrong with me? So 52 rough minutes. We could have stopped by 30 minutes. That's also an talent you need to have to know when to stop. How far do I want to go with this? Is this good enough? Maybe I don't need to have the configurable scheduling. I could look into that at another stage. This would be probably good enough to have me up and running and replacing what I already had. I will continue this journey in either this solution or somebody else's solution. So that's it for me, Fredrik Larsson, running DevGrid and a lot of other stuff. Thanks for watching if you've endured this far, and have a nice evening, morning, day, whatever. Take care, bye.